Hello, guys. Welcome to an episode of a new series because the Imperium Universalis. Yeah, something happened with that, and okay. Well, the point is, let's move on to the point. This is in my mod, The Great Collapse, and it might be a little different from how I showcased it when I first showed it off in the video, and that's because it is. Very delicious water. So, a few things are different. I don't believe there were these Middle Eastern countries when I showed it off. I'm not exactly sure, but anyway, they're here now. I have Indus, Urdu, Dushanbe, Astana, and Turkmeni as well, and a few other things are different as well. Namely, I gave Naples this little tiny province over here in North Africa, and that's just an indication of one of the many provinces that I have added to the game. The province is called Pizio under Italian control, but I believe it's called Sikrid or something like that. Skikria or something like that under Berber control. If the Amazigh can recapture that because it is their core. And it is Mediterranean religion and it is Berber culture. And yeah, how much development does it have? 9. It's a 333 province, not bad. Another province that I added over here was Vieste for Bari. I felt like they needed, I just felt like they were just so bulky and they really needed to be smaller and more nimble. So instead of giving them the entirety of Dalmatia, I just gave them this province split. Ironically, that's where I split Dalmatia. Anyway, They do get the whole province of Ragusa, and then they also get this tiny new province here called Vieste. So, and I think I need to move the city actually there, but and the port there I need to use nudge. But anyway, so that's that, and then Nizzi got a huge buff, 18 provinces now. And as you can see, they own this little province here. It's called Bisanth. If you are Turkish and you are able to capture it back, then you can. It renames to a different name. And then also Adrianople. It's now Adrianople for the Greeks and Edirne for the Turks and the Anatolians. Lesbos is its own province. Limnos is its own province. Chios, and then you've got Samos and Ikaria, and Andros over here, Kea over here, Milos over here, and Naxos over here as usual. And then I also split Cyprus up. It used to be one province, now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the religion is also different too. We've got Jewish over here, and Harakes over here. So, other changes, because this is where I'm actually going to be playing. I'm going to be playing as Great Korea because I like this nation. It's like my Asian baby, like my baby over in Europe is Nea Elada. I love modifying them. I tested out the new modifier, all power costs, minus 5% with their ideas. So we are going to check out Great Korea. We're going to play as them. I didn't make any changes to their ideas, but I did add some provinces to this region. Previously, Great Korea controlled all of this. Now, instead, they just own Lorena. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. I don't know. This is supposed to be called Weihai. But anyway, it's supposed to be a dynamic province name. But anyway, now I know that there's a bug that I can fix. I added this province so that they just own this little bit, and Shanzhou has a core on it, just like before, but they also own the rest of Laizhou. I thought about making Shanghai a separate province, but I did not because it's been nuked anyway. I made Busan its own province. So, and then I also gave them this little tiny province. Previously, they controlled this whole thing, but I just split it off, and now it's controlled by Kikonai. And it's kind of a high development province over here. And I also added okay, I'll get into this. But Pusan and Kolsong, two provinces over here, they are Koreanist religion, but they are Jejuan culture. So I'm going to actually look at that when we get into the game. Seoul is its own province. It is 31 development compared to Gyeonggi, which is 12. And then I've also added 2 city-states. Uljin, which is a vassal of Great Korea, and is historical friends with Busan. So we will see how that turns out. And Jindo, which is independent. It's really hard to click on as well. And its independence is being guaranteed by Shanzhou. So, interesting thing there. And they're a merchant republic. And Korean city-states do get their own national ideas. So we will take a look at those when we get in the game. Other than that, I believe that's it. So let's get in. And I'm going to set my timer starting now. I wanted to give you guys enough time so that I could actually explain what I wanted to explain, what I changed. Alright, so we are Great Korea. We start out with this fantastic flag. And Uljin is our vassal. They are also very loyal. They are a despotic monarchy. Now I can't place a relative on my their throne because I'm an administrative republic. My traditions, I start with an extra diplomat and plus 10% morale of armies. Now if I can get up over here, then I can actually get some pretty powerful ideas. I tried to balance it out though, so alright, so Busan is historical rival, and yes, I will rival them. Who else can I rival? Probably Shanzhou. Yeah, I have their core, and they really don't like that. And I'm not gonna rival these guys unless, oh no, yeah, these guys are hostile. And they want Suzhou. Who wants to be my ally? Anybody? Let's see. Well, okay. Wait, Shanghai is already nuked. You know what I'm going to do? I really want to just give it up. I really want to. But I can't give it up until next year. But I will rival maybe, yeah, Xiangguan. I believe this country is the highest development in the game. They're a big empire. I have this Peking Empire over here and this Cantonese Empire right here. By the way, you got Shenglong and Fanrong Fuyin. There's the religions over here. Also, we got consumerist over here. And Juche is their religion over here. And let's get the game started. Be Korean, announce me as a rival. Okay, so Busan. Also, I did actually look up these provinces. Pusan in real life is famous for its green tea, so tea is being produced there. And Kolsong, I think they produce some, like, naval. I think they do produce, like, general naval supplies there. I think it's, like, naval lumber or something. I'm not exactly sure, but. Then we have Jindo. Let's take a look at our ideas, shall we? Here what we got. Here's what we got. We have our country. This comes from the Korean word urinara, which means our country. And so yeah, our nationalism is unlike that of any other people. We will always be here, so let our enemies know that there will be no triumphing over us in this day or any other. This is our country. Next one is Korean persistence. This is a huge boost to production efficiency, partially because it has very little effect, and partially because Koreans have a lot of persistence. Our culture must actively promote the Korean people's innate ability to work hard if we are to succeed over our aggressors. Okay? Cultural superiority. The Korean people have always had a way of combining our ways with other nations while still retaining our identity. Who can question such a logical approach? We got missionary strength and core creation. Streamline the administration. Just as with the ancient Chinese state, we must be known for our efficient administration of our provinces. A Byzantine administration such as the ones in Europe simply will not do. Memories of the sea. A millennium ago, the Korean people possessed in their midst an admiral unlike any other, Yi Sun-shin. There are still statues of this great man, both big and small, all over Seoul. Let us revive this legendary soul. Take back the North. Long ago, foreign powers knew that they could not stand against a unified Korea. They cut us up into 2 states and crippled the one in the North technologically. If we can liberate that northern state, we can truly show the world how powerful the Korean people are. And consolidate our authority. Although we technically rule over all of our lands, there are still those that think us illegitimate. Let us prove them wrong using any means necessary. And it's an extra 0.5 yearly Republican tradition, which is huge. And then for our ambition, we've got the admin tech cost minus 10%. So, I don't start with any general, but I do start with a 565 ruler, which I will keep for as long as freaking possible, whilst also making him a general, which probably was not the best decision. But I don't have anybody better, so... Oh, this is the same name. Chung Min-hyuk and Kim Min-hyuk. Probably need to add more names to that. Let's look at the culture here. We got Jejuan culture in Jindo, Gosong, and Bosong. Gosong and Bosong. So yeah, I spread it. Daehan culture is our primary culture. It comes from the Korean name for their own country, Daehanminguk, which means the Republic of Korea. And Bukhan literally means just North Korea. Or north of the Han, I guess. North of the Han River, maybe. Yeah, so that's like North Korean culture. And we do have a Juche province here that we cannot convert because it's a religious center. But with a lot of hard work, we probably will be able to do that. Let's see. Incorporate Uljin or reclaim Sangju. Let's do that. Claim divine supremacy. If I get 1 stability, I can just take this decision right now. Okay, true to our roots. Less tolerance of heathens and more missionary strength. I will take it. Okay, and this is, by the way, I just made this Peking culture. These are the borders of China. If you take Peking culture, Hong Kongese, and Tibetan culture and just conquer all of that, then those are the borders of modern China. Except Taiwan. Because China doesn't own Taiwan. Okay, so we've got our vassal here. That's 3,000 troops. We do have quite the army here. Let's check out what Shanzhou has. Let's see who the largest army in the world is. Yeah, these two. Largest armies in the whole world. Nadu is in South India. Astana is over here. Piran, why does England exist? Oh, they formed England. They were Scylla. Gosh, I gotta take that away. I gotta take that decision away. Indus Shanzhou has 20,000. Okay, 20,000 troops. Busan declared war on Kikonai. I also, as Great Korea, I have permanent claims on all Korean provinces, which means they will be easier for me to core. It's really hard to click on this thing. They're also allied with Jeju. And Busan is not allied with anybody. I feel like I should take them on right now. I'm gonna do that. Reconquest. No, I'm gonna do conquest. Take Busan. Okay, my vassal's gonna be helping, but they cannot siege Gyeongju. And I did try to make the cities accurate. The city positioning, such as like Gyeonggi Province. The capital of Gyeonggi Province in real life is Suwon, so I made that the capital. And that's about the location of Suwon, so hopefully it is properly accurate. Yeah, I really need to fix the name of this. I'm just gonna rename it Weihai. There. That's what it's supposed to be called. So, but under Korean rule, actually, I changed the dynamic province name to this. Oh wait, what? Oh dang! Oh, the war of the century over here. Look at this, because they have a core that Guangshui took. So we will see who wins this. I'm gonna keep that fort unmothballed just in case. You never know. Alright, oh yeah, we also have a navy, so let's, like, do something about this. 7 galleys as well. Oh, It appears as though Busan... What do they have in their traditions? Provincial trade power and morale of navies. They're also a merchant republic. And for some reason my Steam controller just turned on. That's weird. Alright, now what do I have? I've got 7 galleys. I think they kind of have a similar naval force limit. I'm gonna send my ships over there. I really hope it'll be okay. To blockade. Oh good, I breached the walls. Maybe I can give Gyeongju to Uljin. Okay, that's fine. Also, in their traditions, they get yearly prestige and hostile core creation. So, if you're looking to play this mod and play as a Korean city-state, you do have that going for you. Also, I lost most of my ships. So that is the thing about Busan, is that you might be able to eliminate them on the Korean peninsula, but the Navy is gonna get you for a while, so... what I wanted to do is I wanted to start as a power that is somewhat in a position to take over stuff. Also, this needs to be a core of Ne Alada. That really needs to be a core. Someone in a position to take over stuff, but not super powerful like Ne Alada. I really wanted to do them, but they're really powerful, and also they've got like no threats up here, and whereas Korea is completely surrounded because this region is done. So, I mean, populated, I should say. Okay, so we actually won that siege. We actually have to siege their capital now, though. And they still got 1 galley, but they've also got 8 lights, which is insane. Wait. This is... Oh, their capital's in Gyeongju. Alright, well that's a problem. I need to... I'm seeing some bugs that I need to fix here. So that was actually their capital. Gyeongju, and I just occupied it. Ah, just like Gyeonggi is my capital. Yep. That's right. And it looks like Guangxi is losing, which would be really bad for me. It would be very, very bad. I mean, it looks like they can win this, but so far they're not. Alright, so I am going to want these provinces here. I'm going to want to transfer this to Urjin. And... Stop. Okay. Take all their money. Quite a lot of aggressive expansion, but I don't care. Alright, so I got this. Got all their stuff. Don't need to convert anything new, so we could just core it. Busan and Gosong. And Sangju is already my capital, or my core, so there you go. Once my war exhaustion ticks down, I guess, well, actually, I have a permanent claim on it, so it reduces it by more, so. Alright, merchant guilds. What do I give to the merchant guilds? Probably Busan. Is that a super development? Yeah, it's 27. Well, I don't know. Let me see. Increase their influence by 13. I'll do it. Nobility, give them Wonju, and give the clergy Gangnam. Cool. Alright. So I'm starting to consolidate a little bit of the power here. Making some money, making some decent dosh. Get the city-state that's expanded. And a few of my galleys. A few of my galleys showed up. Okay. Let's get all these guys in Chungcheong. I might consider adding more provinces in the future, but it depends on... Oh, this is an awesome event. What the heck? It depends on when, where I need them, you know, so... Only reform the army. Now I can take the... Tech 4 already. So that's good. And I am using a mod for East Asian advisor portraits. So if you see those are not part of my mod. Just part of a different mod I'm using. And I can hire an advisor, but I really want an inquisitor. Let's see. Come on. Give me an inquisitor. Let them handle it or increase attempts. Let them handle it and way high. What the heck, man? Alright. Go to my clergy, inquisitor, and seek support of the clergy so I can demand some administrative support. Let's grant them monopoly charters and then demand diplomatic support and ask for a contribution. Give me some money. And I'm going to call a diet here, and I can also grant a generalship and then demand military support. Let's reject a reform. Okay, I got an inquisitor who's 50% cheaper. Now I can actually convert this crap, and I want to convert Pyongan first because that's a native like Korean province. So also, Jejuin is not an accepted culture, probably never will be until I become an empire. And that's a long way off, considering I'm not even at 200 development. So, oh look at that. Lesser Korea, because they're allied with Shanzhou, oh, Shanzhou, and Hokkaido. This is interesting. Look at this. Busan was forced to move their capital to Nagasaki, and they're about to take over, man. They're about to freaking take over Kikonai. Yeah, look at that. They got freaking 100 war score. Or 99. I don't know where they are, but I think I want to keep Minhyuk, but I lose 13 Republican tradition. That's a lot. That is seriously a lot. Minkyong. Both of these are Minkyong. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them. I've got to add new names. Definitely. And Busan took these provinces. Look at that. So that's very interesting. We also have Japanese, like post-Great Collapse Japanese ideas. The yearly army tradition and advisor cost. They also get some other bonuses depending on, you know, how much they've actually filled out. I think Hokkaido gets them as well. Yeah. Lesser Korea also has them. Discipline plus 7.5 and tolerance of the troop of faith plus 3. They're also a theocracy. Glorious nation, by the way. Look, supreme leader Kim Il-sung, named after the thing. And also, oh, and Juche also gives plus 3 tolerance of the true faith. So, they're unrest. Also, I'm on hard difficulty, I guess. Their unrest is negative 14. They're like the Byzantium of the East. Except more insane. And then also if they get religious ideas. Just be absolutely insane. Okay, so Xiangguan, and they announced me as a new rival. Great. Wonderful. Looks like I don't have any allies. Unless one of you guys. Do I have any friends in this world? Uljin, my vassal. You're my friend for life, buddy. Shanzhou is allied with Lesser Korea, Chiang, and Jiaozhou. As you can see, I gave them cores. Jiaozhou has become a mere shadow of their former glory and must work to reclaim their lost lands. And there are other minor disputes that I add, such as how Great Korea owns one of Xiangguan's cores and one of Shanzhou's cores. Guangshui owns one of Xiangguan's cores. Busan owns one of Great Korea's cores. What else? Great Korea owns actually 3 of Lesser Korea's cores. And is that it for the Asian stuff? I can't really remember, but oh, that's insane. And then I think one of these nations starts with a core of Piran. Oh, I also added this province over here, Abha. Ah, jeez. My voice is like puberty. But yeah, Abha is a province, and it was a slight buff to Wasi because they needed a new province, and it's also Sunni. So, and not a lot of provinces here are Sunni. Not all of their provinces even are Sunni. So, not a lot of Sunni in the world, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, 1 base tax in Seoul and Busan. That's awesome. This city is... It's also an important city, by the way, and that's bad. Plutocratic coup. Morale of armies, national manpower, land force limit, yearly prestige. Well, that's not good. That's really not good. Like, they're decently loyal, but it's just their influence. And that lasts for 20 years. This lasts for 17 more years. I gotta take something away from them. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. What can I take away from them? Aha! Take this. No! No, that's not cool. You're supposed to lose influence. And I can't take this away, I don't think. Can I? Oh, I can. Decreases their loyalty by a ton. But I've got to take it away from them, because I don't want a plutocratic coup. Okay, I'll just let the loyalty tick back up. And I can get the new Miltech very soon. What? Busan separatists. Okay. It's no problem. I'll fight them. I'll do it. Okay, I need a little bit more cavalry. Oh, let's get 2 more. And then let's get the rest in infantry. Okay. And then they're gonna rise up pretty soon, right? But we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there for when that happens. Also, what is this terrain? Coastline? No, that's... Yeah, it's coastline. That's kind of cool. I want to look at the new provinces. Grasslands and farmlands. That's really interesting that, like, it makes the terrain automatically. Because I never would have guessed that. That's grasslands and this is farmlands. Based on the color. This is grasslands, it's the same. This is coastline. That is really cool. So you could just, like, you don't need to input what terrain a certain province is. You just need to just add it, and it will take the color and make the terrain based on it. Really cool. Also, if you guys want to contribute to this mod in any way through ideas, or especially through actual modding, that would be fantastic. Religious sacrifices. You got a 415 in Jeju. Alright, let's wreck them. Can't be that hard. cool. Urjin helped me. Alright, so let's strengthen our relations with them. Okane. I mean, for those that speak Japan, you will know why this is funny. And Rieki. Speak Japan. Did I just say that? Speak Japan. For those of you that speak Japan, by the way. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm so horrible. Also, and I just want to do this really quick because I want to show you guys. For the Shenglong and Fanrong Fuyun religions, there are unique mechanics. If we just tag over here to Shanzhou, we can see that they have chosen Zong, which is loyalty, and, which is a virtue, I think, and Ren, which is benevolence, and I believe that's an ethic. So one of them, the ethic lasts until your ruler dies. So they will have +1 tolerance of heretics and +10% religious unity until their ruler dies. This thing, the virtue, lasts for 10 years. So they get +10% morale of armies and navies. And then at the end of those 2 years, they can actually choose another one. Now, Guangshui, I just want to show this off. They get the virtues. They do not get the ethics. Also, I didn't localize this, but also there's a formidable nation, Great China. They get the divine supremacy. I think I meant to add a unique mechanic, but I did not. Maybe... Oh, I think it's just in here. I think it's just in the religious mechanic thing. Okay, and then tag XIX. Okay, they're the same religion. They also chose Zong. XIN, this country, they chose Zong again, and they also chose E, which is a religiousness. Or, sorry, not religious, righteousness. I can't talk at all. It's +10% tax modifier, and then -15% stability cost. So, and then we have this theocracy over here, QIY. They chose continency, which is prestige and discipline, and benevolence. And there are the different bonuses that go along with it. Integrity, which is less corruption and more legitimacy. I always gotta check these. Continency, and then knowledge, which is tech cost -10%. That's pretty good. So, and then there was another Chinese country, but not anymore. They're dead. They did. Yeah, so that's basically the idea. That very cool, unique mechanics to that. Oh, GRK. Just very, very cool mechanics to that. And let's take off debug mode. I'm really looking forward to Rights of Man. I think that the Rights of Man expansion pack for this game will do a lot of good. I think it's gonna, like, the institution things, the thing makes perfect sense. I can make the certain institutions start anywhere in the world, and it'll really add some unique things that will be going on in the game. Very cool. Sicilia conquering up Italy. Oh man, do we keep Minhyuk again? Let's do it. I really just want to reap the rewards of this guy for as long as possible. Alright, so actually, as you can see here, Nea Alada has actually conquered these islands, but not all of them. Nea Alada's blobbing out of control. This is kind of why I didn't want to play them, because in AI hands they have a tendency to blob. But yeah, Nizzy got a huge buff, and that especially like Cyprus, like just all these provinces over here, you get them. All right, we have an idea group. What should we choose? I'm not going to choose exploration because first of all, I changed that. You're not supposed to have a colonist. There's no uncolonized territory there will be no uncolonized territory when I finish, so no need for exploration. I just changed it to have some interesting bonuses instead. So it's still kind of a worth it thing. Gosh, I can't talk at all. But it's still kind of worth it to take exploration, but it's not going to have the same bonuses. The colonial range does make sense because you can core farther away. But what should I choose? I mean, nobody really wants to be my friend, so administrative ideas would be pretty cool. Define supremacy from religious ideas is also very good. I don't know. Like, I want naval ideas because I know that having a powerful navy in this area is going to be important, but at the same time, I think it's more important to have a powerful army. But anyways, guys, I'm going to leave you right there. So I'm hoping that you guys will enjoy this series as much as you enjoyed the actual video that I made showcasing the mod. And if you want to do a let's play of the mod, like, feel free. Just mention my name, and that's really it. If you want to recommend people to go over to my channel, that's fine. That's great idea. And if you have any suggestions, this is really bad. If you have any suggestions, then just hit me up. Just let me know. On Steam, there's a Steam discussion for it, so let me know of that. And also in the comments, I did make a change from the comment over here, this Mongolian religion. I changed the localization. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.